night, xQc said something about how, you know, a lot of those charity streams that you watch, or a lot of those charity streams that you see, are actually paid for, where the streamer gets paid for it. I did not know this, of course, because no one ever invites me to anything, and also I never get paid for anything. So obviously, so that was the original. So that was like the original, you know, controversy or whatever. And then Dr. Lupo came out because people were like firing shots at Dr. Lupo, who said from an r slash live stream fail post. This is as far as I saw when I was working out. Dr. Lupo came out and said from an r slash live stream fail post on Reddit regarding xQc, stating that majority of streamers get paid through charity streams. I've never been paid to raise money for St. Jude. Just wanted to make sure that was clear. I believe him. I've talked about how I like Dr. Lupo, even though most people were saying like, damn, kind of doesn't make Lupo seem as wholesome. It seems like he has charity streams for St. Jude's all the time. Hope this isn't the case for him. I'm not mad if Lupo's getting paid. Just say you are. I thought he was doing a lot of streams because he has some sort of tie with St. Jude's. Like I said, hope this isn't the case for him. So he hasn't been getting paid for it. That makes sense. I think that I guess like Nim contributed to the conversation as well and said, yeah, I have gotten paid for a charity stream. I disclose it, and then I turn around and I take the money that I got from the charity and like put it back into the charity. It's understandable why charities would pay streamers. It's like double booking. So you give like a marketing. You're basically fundraising and also paying off the marketing at the same time when a Twitch streamer does it. So I don't really have a problem with that at all, if we're being honest. I think a lot of charities actually spend their money unwisely, and I think that everyone who gets paid by the charity should absolutely disclose it. Yeah, it's like renting a venue for a fundraiser. Like, totally makes sense. It's like, it's a very unique ability that streamers have to be able to pay for, it's a unique ability that streamers have to be able to fundraise and also market the charity at the same time. Jessica Blevins is Ninja's wife slash manager. Okay. She inserts herself into the conversation, says, this guy always has some trash to say. Face with rolling eyes. I've literally never heard of a single streamer getting paid to raise money, and per FTC rules, if they were, it would have to be easily known to the public. Keep doing amazing things. I think she comes in here and wants to show support to Dr. Lupo because she feels like you know, Dr. Lupo is being attacked unfairly by xQc. And then Felix comes in and writes this, I guess. Okay. This is fucking rich coming from you of all people. Incredible you found the time to half-ass listen to the clip and give your take no one asked about in between your virtue signaling posts. Okay. Jessica Blevins says, oh, I was waiting for your response. Enjoy your day, QVC. Hope to see you doing a fundraiser in the future since you have so much to say about them. Purple Heart. Stealing Valor. Of course I was going to answer, sweetie.
You're the devil.
I was eating breakfast, fueling up for a productive day. Not very relatable, I know. You should teach me a thing or two about fundraisers. I'm sure you know a thing or two about raising funds. I mean, these Gucci bags don't pay for themselves. And then Ninja comes in and says, you have zero clue the amount of work Jess does for our family and our business. And when she wants to buy a Gucci bag, she fucking can because she worked for it. We have donated millions to charity and raised hundreds of thousands of dollars. Stop being a piece of shit. X, it's very clear you don't respect women or really anyone with, again, the trash I've heard you spew. If you want to be sexist and act like because I'm married to a successful man that it makes me a do-nothing mooching woman, that's your choice to be that kind of person. The lack of self-awareness is insane, Jessica. Your husband is an icon of our sphere. Does that sink in? It has nothing to do with you being a woman. How dare you sexism card in such a trivial interaction, lumping in actual victims of sexism, especially in gaming. Yikes. Ninja says, dude, you need to stop. In your own words, you literally said she does nothing all day. Called her sweetie when she is in fact not your sweetie. Face with tears of joy. Not to mention she has tried to reach privately to talk about this, yet you continue to tweet in all caps. Okay. You guys know I love Felix. I think he's great, and I talk about him and defend him all the fucking time. I reached out to him privately, not about this, and I think he's doing a great job educating little Zoomers on how to navigate through like interpersonal conflicts or relationships, especially as it pertains to sexual assault and consent. I think he's done a great job, but this is terrible. Like, there is no way. xQc fans are gonna get mad at me, but it is terrible. Like, you can't imply that she's like mooching off Ninja when you don't know the situation behind the scenes. Like, you know how much she's fucking worked. I don't either. But it's absolutely going back to like the same kinds of narratives that like women that are married to successful people are like leeching off them and they don't like do anything. It is very sexist.
Yeah, but I mean, like, obviously xQc took it to like a pretty high level, right? With like saying like she's like basically a leech off of her husband and she doesn't do anything except for like buy Gucci bags. I mean, that's pretty extreme. Like, let's be real. That is pretty extreme. And so she is. Well, how do you know that she is? How do you know that she doesn't do work for the family and do what Ninja says? How do you know? You don't know. You just saying that because the person that you like is saying the thing, and so you're agreeing with the person that you like, right? There's no real objective knowledge here. I know every single time I see Ninja out anywhere, he's with his wife, and so like she's with him with all these different events and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know what to say. I think the person, I've always believed this, right? The person who initiates a conflict is more wrong than the person who defends themselves and responds to a conflict. So, like, xQc is just sitting here doing whatever he wants. He's just hanging out, doing whatever the fuck. And then she just comes out of fucking nowhere and starts talking shit about him. So it's like, no, man. You don't do that. This calls for xQc puts the depth versus Ninja, J Ghosty, 2v2, Blackout 3. Nobody plays that game. Oh, this is an easy bet. Team Ninja loses easy. Don't you have another cat to abuse? You have no class. It's only a playful joke. And you have to be rude like this? Pretty shameful, dude. See, here's the thing, is Alinity is gonna... You can always get likes for shitting on Alinity. All right. Here's the reality. Alinity had the fucking animal control investigate her, and they said she didn't abuse the cats. Okay. So I don't really know what else you're gonna say. Like that is I don't know. Like, yeah, I know this is like a simp thing to say, right? But I would trust. Here's the thing. Would I rather trust Redditors? Or an organization that did a formal in-person investigation? Redditors or the formal in-personal investigation?
Yeah, we never really took a deal because most of them were like really sketchy. But what I learned today, and Rania posted a bit about it on Twitter, is apparently people who do sponsored streams for charity don't have to disclose it because it falls under management fees for charities, which is like fucking crazy to me. I didn't even realize that was a thing.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
I knew there were sponsored charities, and I've seen a few people do like #ad when they do a charity, but apparently they don't have to. So apparently a lot of people have been doing sponsored charities without disclosing it, and it's not illegal because of how management fees work in charities, which again is fucking crazy to me.
So how do you know what charity streams are legit? So the ones that I got offered, yo, they paid me. Yo, listen, let's just say this: they offered me pretty reasonable amount of money, you know. Reasonable amount. It was not bad, right? They offered me like 3K to do like I think a 6-hour charity stream. 3K is not bad, okay? But I refused it. I spoke with Mizkif about it, and I was like, yo, that's not bad, but how's this legit? Mizkif luckily said, you know, chill out. Don't do that shit. That's scummy. So I was like, yeah, you are right on that.
Oh, wait, Whitney's.
You know, they're probably Ninja and his wife are probably like at the kitchen countertop, like sitting there, whatever. It's breakfast, noon, lunch, whatever the fuck. Right, they're eating there. She gives her dumb take on Twitter. xQc fires back, and he's like, oh, honey, look what this streamer said about me. Can you believe what he said? Are you gonna do anything about it? Are you gonna say anything? You think this is right? You think this is fucking right? And then Ninja just doesn't want to hear her bitching. So, you know, he's like, okay. I'll deal with it. I'll write something up. Okay. I love you, honey. Come on, okay.
xQc said that most charity streams are sponsored. I don't know about most charity streams, but I know that for sure people are getting sponsored to do charity streams and they're not disclosing it, probably, a lot of the times, because it's charity. I've been approached by being paid to do charity thing, but I declined. Because first of all, it's kind of weird, I feel like, getting paid for it, but it's not really weird, because you go outside, you see these billboards, right, like, oh, save the kids, right, donate here, or whatever, right, they're paying for that. It's not the city paying for that, it's the actual charities that are paying for that advertisement, and this is just another form of advertisement. It's a more, you know, new meta, because people are sitting so close to donate button, right, when you're at home. But if you go on the city or wherever and you see this ad for donating to the children in this country, whatever, then you're just like, oh yeah, maybe later when I'm home or whatever, and you forget about it, and it's not very effective, but they still pay for it. But yeah, they definitely, people are definitely being paid for. I don't really follow which streamers are doing charity streams and whatnot, but I know that I personally has gotten offered to do.
Careful, Jessica. I'm not. Oh no, I'm not disrespecting her by all means. This is what Ninja does at home, okay? Mrs. Belfin wears the pants, cause this has happened on too many occasions where she's come out of nowhere and started some shit. So Mrs. Belvin wears the pants. Ninja be on his $1 million couch like this. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, Fortnite. Yeah, you know, let me transfer some millions from here to there, millions from here to there. And then he'd be like looking at her. He'd be looking at her. He'd be like, I can't believe xQc. And he's just like quiet. He's just like, and he's focusing on, you know what I'm saying, transferring millions and shit. She's like, I'm about to go tweet at him. And it's just like, if that's what you want to do. And that's all he doesn't, bro, he doesn't stop the situation. He just like, babe, think about this. Bro, she just says, I'm about to tweet this motherfucker. And he's like, all right, bet. All right, babe, I support you 100%. Bro, Ninja's the type of guy to let his female do all the talking. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? If that's the type of relationship you got, that's the type of relationship you got, okay? But sometimes, bro, you got to tell your female, hey, babe, if you ain't got shit good to say, you know what I'm saying, shut the fuck up. Like, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, you know, I love you, you know what I'm saying? If you don't got nothing good to say, hey, shut the fuck up, okay?
You're all fucking stupid. This drama is extremely stupid and dumb, and you're all fucking losers. Oh my god, I hate that there's drama around charity right now. You're gonna have people doing charity streams, and they're gonna receive fucking hate, being called sellouts. This is great.
100% they do.
What a nice guy.
But at the end of the day, there's no denying, like, straight up. I mean, even if, at the end of the day, the charity organization is going to benefit more from if you give someone who is a prominent figure money. It's like investing in that person. You give him like X amount of money and you make the charity organization way more just from the recognition. Sure. TLDR, I feel like every big streamer, they do it out of their own. And when I say big streamer, I'm talking about like Lupo and Co, because they really do push for charity. Those are like 100% pure intention charities. when they run them. But I honestly understand the doubt. I mean, you guys are very cynical. You guys see the worst in things all the time, so it is the fucking internet.
Again, the idea there being that obviously, like, if I do a charity stream, I'll raise so much money, right, for a charitable good. But if I pay to get Kanye West to appear at a concert and then raise charity funds and relevant to that, then I may raise a fuck ton more money. As long as I can do the metrics here and the outlook, if I can raise more money than I would have without Kanye West, hypothetically here, then I can compensate Kanye for his appearance fee, because otherwise I wouldn't get him here, because everyone's services are worth something in a time of regard here. And it could be a win-win for everyone involved. Appearance fee paid, more money raised for the charity. And then also, as charity organizers, you gotta your time is worth something too. You can't operate off of like goodwill to like pay your own bills and shit. So yeah, expenses, investing in a charity event does cost money. The facade that, you know, all charities exist in a vacuum of complete goodwill and there's never an expense to be paid or anyone doesn't get paid at all here is kind of unforeseen. And just again, you're not aware of how that kind of thing works anyway.
Dude, who the f is you 12-year-old bitch? The f
You say to me, you little shit!
Holy f
How are you not in school?
You
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
Oh, it's actually good.